Lex in a box. You never know what to expect. Photography, ooh, that's me. I like to use my camera. Music inspired too, so I matched the BPM move. Cause DJing is what I choose. Hey, keep going, I'll never lose. Strike a pose, chin down, show that neck, girl. That's what Tyra Banks taught me, ANTM. I dibble, I dabble, from modeling to hosting. I'ma go again and say it again. Lex in a box. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Lex in a box, and I am here with my girl Jade. All right, from Gabe, Jade Accessories. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Yes, she made it to the box. Can you believe it? Welcome, sis. Welcome. I hope you feel loved in here. Okay, this great atmosphere. We had your vibes playing earlier, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it was straight. All right, now let's get into it. You have African print accessories. Tell us a little bit about what you make.
So I make hand wraps, bow ties, men's accessories mostly. Then I have hair wraps for women as well. I started because my nephew, he was I think like 6 or 7 at the time. He wanted a bow tie. He lives with me. He's like my little kid, so he wanted something. I couldn't really find any that was like good, so I decided to make my own.
Okay, sweet. And then what did you do? Just go to the store and just get the fabric and sew it yourself, or did you have someone else sewing it for you?
I just cut up my dress because I had a lot at the time. So I just cut up my dress and I just sewed my grandma. I spent a lot of time with my grandma, so I just got out my sewing kit. It was like
that's just something you picked up from your grandma.
Yeah,
that's dope. You know, a lot of people wish they could sew, including me.
Okay.
So that's just dope. Okay, sweet. Now, how old is your nephew now?
He's 12.
Okay, and how long have you been making these accessories?
Since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So
Have you seen a increase in sales and in business and just in attention period?
yeah, definitely.
Since then?
Yeah, definitely. Like I've worked really hard. My cousin and I, we do it together. So we worked really hard.
It's a collab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do this by myself. My team, my models, everybody, we work really hard to get it out there. So yeah, definitely.
Well, it's nice to have a really strong support system.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that would have affected you had you not had that support system?
Well, you know, if you don't have support, it's harder to get the word out. So I'm definitely thankful for everybody who supports me, has supported me, continues to support me.
Sweet. Now, do you think you're going to eventually expand the brand beyond bow ties, and head wraps?
People ask that a lot. No.
No?
I mean, maybe
Come
a
on.
long time. No. You know, we've worked really hard to like perfect our ties. Like they are really, really nice. And if you check my reviews, they're all perfect.
Oh yes, I saw on Instagram. I saw on everything.
So I don't, you know, like I've worked so hard to perfect those things. I don't want to move on and then start from the beginning and trying to perfect it. And you know, also I have a full-time job, so.
Okay. Now, I was going to ask you about that. Do you plan on eventually just being full throttle, like entrepreneur in here, or do you want to always kind of balance the two and still keep your daytime job?
Eventually I would like to be full-time entrepreneur. But right now I really do like teaching because I feel like it's like my way of giving back.
Okay.
Like every day I get to like make kids smile. Like I go in with this great attitude and my kids, they really appreciate it, and I feel like this is like my way to give back to the community. So for now, I really love it, but I can definitely see it expanding, and you know, I would be a full-time entrepreneur.
Okay, sweet. Now let's go into a little bit more of the teaching part. How long have you been teaching?
8 years.
What, girl? Okay, so teaching, what grades do you absolutely love, and then which ones do you hate?
I've loved every grade that I've taught. So I've taught.
Okay,
Yeah, I taught first grade the longest, and then I've taught 8th grade. I taught 8th and 6th 1 year, and I taught 3rd 1 year.
Oh, the babies all the way up, really?
Yeah.
Well, would you ever do high school?
My friends tell me to, but yeah, I don't know. Those kids are like bigger than me.
I know, that's what I was
How do you
thinking,
tell them
too.
to sit down?
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind taking a seat if you don't mind? Like, yeah, I don't like not to be disrespectful. Not to be like full beards and stuff. Like
no, the tattoos, baby.
Yeah, like how do I tell them what to do?
Ooh, and some of these schools don't wear uniforms, so you just blend it right on in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, out of control. Okay. Now let's talk about your promotional things that you release on your Instagram. Okay.
So you have a lot of pictures that you've taken yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're also a photographer. Girl, what the hell? You can sew, you can create this, but what? And you're a photographer, you do your own thing. Girl, you saving hella money right now.
That's why. That's why I had to learn photography.
Damn, okay.
That's why I had to learn
Okay, so
photography.
tell us where they even came into play.
So I did a lot of research, you know. I always wanted to be the best. Like I looked at brands all around me. Like, you know, you're supposed to study brands and all that stuff. And your visuals are most important. I mean, people want to see what they're getting and they don't want like a phone picture.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Walmart, bought like a $600 starter Nikon. And I was like, I'm gonna learn photography. Like I just got it one, and I had to shoot that day. So I got it the next day. So it was my friend. It was fine, but I was like, I'm gonna learn photography because I need good pictures. I can't pay somebody weekly because I do shoots weekly sometimes.
Right.
So I did all the research I could. YouTube, took a course on Udemy.
YouTube University.
Yep. And then I really like. There's a photographer on Instagram that I'm like obsessed with, and I study her stuff and like every comment she makes and everything. I just make sure I'm paying attention. So stuff started looking decent.
Dang, that's dope. Now, how long have you been doing that? How long did it take for you to even start to think like, okay, I could really, save some money if I do my own photography?
Well, when I first started, we were using our iPhones, and the pictures were okay. I mean, let's be real, iPhones are really good.
Yeah,
so the pictures were okay.
They were all right now, okay.
Right.
Not to brag.
They're really good. But, I felt like I needed to take it to another level and be more professional for like the goal I had. So, I think I bought that camera in like 2017. And, it took me about a couple months. But I definitely like photography is something I try to improve on. Like
I feel like it's an ever learning skill.
Yeah, like I want my pictures crisp. I want the model's faces like showing. So it's definitely something I work on all the time.
I think that's super, super dope. Now tell us, because you have a nephew who's 12 years old now, how do you balance being a school teacher, a cool TT,
I don't know if I'm cool to him,
and then handling Gabe Jade as well?
So that's what I was saying before we started the interview. I think the hardest part of my life is like trying to balance him and myself. Like, I'm like, Christian, did you do your homework? Is your closet clean? Did you take a bath? Did you brush your teeth? Is your lunch ready? Like, did you do your homework? Did I email the teacher? You have cross country today. And then I also have to remember like, I have lesson plans. Like, I have orders that need to go out. I have pictures that need to be edited. Like all that stuff. So that's probably why I sleep all the time. But
sleep all the time, so you don't have late nights?
For business, yes.
Okay.
For fun, no. We're not doing late nights. We're like 9, 10. I need to be
kind of winding
at least
down,
a nap.
right?
Yeah.
At least a nap. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's talk about we're talking about your personal life, but let's talk about the personal life that you share on social media. You have a business page and then you have a personal page. You don't really release too much. I feel like you don't really, show your beautiful face, sis. And I feel like, dang, she is so damn private. I'm trying to get the tea. Right? Right, especially for this interview, right? So
you should have took next time. I respond.
Okay, fine. Next time I know. Shoot. Dang. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what your day consists of. Okay. If it's not going to school, right? If it's not
so
going
the days
to
I'm
school,
off.
Yeah, off days.
A lot of coffee shops. That's like kind of my thing. It's like my obsession.
Is that where you get like your editing done?
Yes. Also, like I can take my nephew. It's appropriate. Like he can sit there, play his little games, talk to me, kind of watch me edit, have his little hot chocolate, have his book. Like I can watch him and still kind of be there, but not be there. Like I can still be doing my own thing.
Yeah.
But it's not like go in your room, shut the door. I'm in my room with the door shut. And then it kind of keeps me focused. Like I tell myself, okay, I have to be here until I finish this set of pictures.
That's good.
And so when I start getting ready to go, I'm like, I gotta finish this. So I know like let me not say all the good coffee shops, but I have a list.
So sis, you're gonna have to send that to me when it's done now.
Definitely.
Okay.
I got a list ready.
I would love that. I would love that. Now let's talk about people who want to enter the entrepreneurship field and, you know, create their own accessories or whatever that might be to put out to the public to sell or to, you know, show off their craft because that's what they enjoy to do. What advice do you have for them to just get started?
You just got to start. I follow like a lot of entrepreneurs on Twitter, and the one thing they're always saying is don't waste your time reading and planning, just start. Because if you don't start, you spend all this time planning, and before you know, like a year has passed, like months have passed, like years have passed, and you never have anything out. So you just really gotta like jump in there and start. You gotta just go for it. But I would also say, like, always put your best foot forward.
Okay, that's a good
like,
one.
There's been photo shoots I've done, and I'm like, I don't really like these pictures, and they're not going out. So, I mean, I'm always trying to make sure that I, like, put out the best for my brand. I am the best for my brand, even if that means, like, staying up till 3 in the morning and still going to work in the morning. So get started and put your all into it.
Okay, sweet. Now you seem like an introvert. You told me earlier you don't really get out too much, right?
Nah.
How do you even get the attention of people to even sell your product, being that you're an introvert? Because a lot of people are always like, you know, go out there and network. You know, you need to be at these events.
I do need to do that.
So
but I don't.
How did you even get your brand out there like that to sell?
So, I'm a really hard worker behind the scenes.
Okay.
Luckily, I have other people to be the face of my brand. So, like, I have all these beautiful models, as you can see on my page, and I prefer to use them. Luckily, you know, they let me use them as much as I want. And they attract a lot of attention because they're so gorgeous. Like, all of them look really great.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely have like a certain standard for my brand, so I go after what I want, and they do bring me the attention. But also, like, I mean, I put a lot into it as far as like putting out ads and promotional work, and my reviews are really good.
Yes.
My customer service, if somebody writes me, I'm trying to respond like that. Either my cousin or myself, we're responding like immediately.
Yeah.
Somebody has a problem, we're on it. So I work really hard, and then you kind of get noticed. Like Etsy's featured us on the blog a couple times.
Yes.
So they've noticed the hard work.
So dope.
So yeah.
And how does that make you feel? I feel like you show a lot of emotions, but behind the scenes, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a mystery. But how does that make you feel? Like, give me your honest reaction of having Etsy, like, have you in the blog.
Right, I was like, oh, y'all like me? Like, y'all think we're cool?
Oh, okay, me.
It was cool. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow. When I read the email, like, that's crazy. Like, I didn't think that would happen. But it's definitely good anytime your hard work is noticed.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Sure,
so I put everything into it. So it's always good when somebody's like, oh, I really like your stuff. Or anytime I get a good review, like. I'm a person that likes to celebrate everything.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, we got this bomb review. Like, what we doing? Hey, we going to dinner?
Oh, okay. That's your turn up. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, what's your turn up?
I gotta be home by like 9. Well, most of the time I don't even leave because I have my nephew.
Okay.
So the nights that, like, you know, if I do want to do something, I'll ask my mom to come watch, like, just come stay with him. Because I'm not leaving the 12-year-old home alone.
No, he ain't there yet.
I probably would never leave him home alone.
Girl, look,
Teenage
that
pregnancy
shows
is real. You're a
trust.
teacher.
No trust, sis. Right, I should understand, right? Oh, okay. Well, getting ready to close this out, but before we go, I've got a few, fun questions to ask you, okay? So what's on your playlist right now?
A lot of her. That was my artist of the year, according to Spotify. IMDb. She's a British rapper. I listen to her all the time. Solange. What else do I listen to? I listen like the same thing. Oh, Ari Lennox.
Yeah.
Like
that's your girl right now.
Yeah, I love her. So I think those are like my top 4.
Okay, sweet. Okay, now you are into photography.
You are too, right?
Yeah, I am.
She is.
Right. I meant to ask you earlier, but you kept coming with the questions. You're a photographer as well. Like, I see your picture. I like them.
Look, I dibble.
I dabble.
Photography, ooh, that's me. I like to use my camera.
Insert clip.
Right, no, seriously. I dabble. But being that you're into photography, do you think that you'll ever venture out into videography, right?
It's funny that you should ask. That's actually like, I don't make resolutions, but that's one of my 2020 like goals or things I want to start, because I get asked that a lot, and I'm like, oh no, I don't do that. And I'm like, well, why don't I do it? But then at the same time, I'm like, can I add anything else to my plate? Like, but I do want to at least start to try to, you know,
Right.
understand videography. So YouTube, you know, kind of the same way I learned photography.
Okay, what does your 2020 look like?
A lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of travel,
Okay, travel.
a lot of parenting. Yeah. And yeah.
Where are you trying to go for travel?
So far, my birthday's in March, and I'm going to New York. I really like New York. I don't know why. And then Amsterdam's always been my favorite place. My dad lived there when I was a kid, so I spent a lot of time there. I like to go back there this year just because it's such a peaceful place.
Okay. All right. So, are you dating?
Yeah.
Okay, sis. Now, are you like one of those people who, you know, if I'm dating or I'm focused on this particular person right now, I can't, you know, have eyes for other people? Or is it like, oh, my eyes are always open, honey?
Unfortunately, I'm definitely one of those people, like, if I'm dating one person, I'm only dating them. I just don't have the time. Like, I mean, like, it's either you, like, I'm talking to you right now, or I'm yelling at my boy, or I'm trying to tell, you know. So it's definitely just one person.
Okay. If somebody tried to shoot right now, do they have a chance?
No.
Okay, no competition. Okay, so invite me to the wedding. Okay.
See, you
We're
took
not
it too far.
Okay,
You took it too far.
My bad. Okay, well, go ahead and tell us where we can find you on social media, your website. Let us know the details, honey.
Okay, so I actually have two websites.
Okay.
There's www.gabejade.com, and that's kind of like my site. I mean, all my stuff's on there, but it's a little bit more creative, like wedding ideas. And then I have the Etsy store, the Etsy store website, which is gabejade.store. So it'll just take you straight to the store. Everything's done through Etsy just because it's I feel like it's a really trustworthy platform. Like, people really like it, and all my reviews are there. So like, before you even buy, you can go through reviews from Etsy. You know, a review just from my site, it might be like, oh, she just put the good ones.
Yeah.
But from Etsy, it's like you've seen all of them that I've ever gotten. So that's why I choose to stay with Etsy. So everything's done through there. And then my Instagram is gabe.jade.
Okay, sweet. Well, thank you so much for joining me, sis. I had so much fun. Go get it.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is the first gift.
Hey!
This is the first gift. I feel like Beyonce.
Hey!
That's why I'm so excited. Okay.
all right, so this is a Gabe Jade hair wrap. I didn't know if you wear a bow tie or what, but I figured the hair wrap would be good. I don't know if you wear hair wraps. Maybe you want to wear one day.
I'm so happy. Oh, wait. First of all, can we talk about the box? Yes, exclusivity. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me open it. I can't open it. Okay, boom. More tissue paper. Paper mache. Ooh, it's money green.
This was a bestseller, so I thought you'd like it.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully find somewhere to wear it.
Yes,
It's really
I
big.
will. Oh, it's really big?
It's big. Watch how
Oh
long.
wow, it's super long.
Yeah, you can do whatever style you
Oh
want.
my gosh, I love it. And I love the turban, so I'm probably gonna wrap it like a little turban with a knot in the front or a bow.
Cool. Make sure you tag me.
Of course. You know I will.
So I can
got
post it
you
on my
today.
story. All right, cool.
Yes, Gabe Jade in the house, y'all. It's Lex in a box. She just brought me my first gift ever. So for y'all people wanting to get on the show, bring a gift, okay? That'll make you come back next time. All right, y'all. It's Lex in the box. Thank you so much.